Getting started with Zoom. Zoom is a tool that allows you to meet with other people online over video chat. In this video, we'll explain some basic Zoom etiquette guidelines that will help you make a good impression in your Zoom meetings and classes. We'll also help you get started with Zoom and show you some of the things you can do with this tool, including how to create a Zoom account, how to change your settings for security, how to set up your own Zoom meetings to work on assignments and presentations with your team, how to share your screen with other people in the meeting, how to record your Zoom meetings. Zoom etiquette. Here are some Zoom etiquette guidelines. Mute your mic when you're not talking. This cuts down on background noise. If you have a lot of background noise, use a headset when you do have to talk. Make sure to dress appropriately and be aware of what you're doing. Try to find a place to sit that looks tidy or sit in front of a wall. Make sure there are no inappropriate or distracting posters behind you. If you can't find a place that's neat enough to show on camera, try using a neutral virtual background. In Zoom, you can add a virtual background from the video options at the bottom of the window. Set your Zoom name as your actual name. These small things make a big difference in how you're perceived on Zoom. Getting set up on Zoom. The first step is to sign up for Zoom. In your web browser, go to the Zoom website at zoom.us and click the Sign Up button. Enter your birth year to verify your age. Enter your email address and click Continue. You will be prompted to enter a verification code. Open the email that you used to sign up, copy the code, and paste into the boxes. Add your name and create a password to create your account. You will now be signed in to your new profile in Zoom. So, now that you have your Zoom account, the next thing you need to do is to update your settings to make sure that your account and your meetings are secure. As with anything on the internet, there is always potential for abuse, so it's important to safeguard your privacy and the security of your meetings as much as you can. Open your profile on the Zoom website and then click on Settings. From here, you can change some settings to improve your security. You can scroll down to find the settings or use this search bar. Enable the waiting room. The waiting room just holds people outside the meeting until the meeting host allows them in. Disable the ability for participants to join before host. This means that no one will be able to join your meeting without you and use it for their own purposes. Next, disable your personal ID. This means that every time you create a meeting, a new meeting ID will be generated instead of using one ID. If you used a personal ID, anyone who had that ID could then join future meetings with that ID, so changing this setting prevents that. Now you can start scheduling meetings with your classmates. While you are in your profile on the Zoom website, click Meetings from the left-hand menu and then click Schedule a New Meeting. Fill in the details like the name of the meeting and the time. If you're meeting with a group, we recommend starting with the participants' video off. They can decide to turn their video on when they join. You can also mute participants on entry, which is especially useful if you have a big group. Just like with the video, participants can then be unmuted once they're in the meeting. When you've filled in the details, click Save. There are the details of your meeting, including the link to the meeting and the password. If you click Copy the Invitation, you can copy the information for joining the meeting. Now just paste the meeting information into the email and email it to your group members. When it's time to start the meeting, log back into your account. In the Meetings tab, you can see your upcoming meetings. Just click Start beside the meeting you want to start up. If it's the first time that you are meeting in Zoom, you will be prompted to download the Zoom app. We recommend doing so now. The meeting should start up. You'll be prompted to join with computer audio, which will allow you to speak in the meeting. Your computer will need to have a microphone for this to work. Once you have the Zoom app installed, you can also start your meetings from here. Open the Zoom desktop app and sign in. Click Meetings at the top. Select the meeting and click Start. As you can see, the meeting starts up in the same way. If someone else created the meeting and shared it with you, you just need to click on the meeting link. Meeting with your group. One of the really handy features of Zoom is the ability to share your screen with other attendees. This is useful if you're collaborating on the same project. Everyone can see the notes or whatever it is you're working on. It's also useful for presentations because you can share your presentation slides. To share your screen, click Share Screen from the bottom menu. Choose to share your entire screen, a whiteboard, or a specific application. We recommend sharing just one application at a time. Otherwise, people in the meeting may see things you'd rather keep private. Now click Share. Whatever you've chosen to share will appear on the screen. Let's say your group member wants to draw attention to something on the screen. They can just use the Annotate tool to circle or to draw an arrow. As I mentioned, one of the other things you can do is share a whiteboard. Even though one person is sharing this whiteboard, all of the participants can add to it. Choose what you want to add to the whiteboard, like typing text or drawing on the page. Sometimes you might want to record your meeting. Maybe a group member couldn't make it. If you're the meeting host, you can just click Record at the bottom of the screen. When you're done recording, press the Stop button on the top left to end recording. You can find your recordings in your documents in a folder labeled Zoom. If other group members want to record, the host has to give them access by clicking the three dots on their picture, then allowing access. It's important to remember that whenever you're recording, you need to make sure everyone is okay with being recorded before you do so. These are the main features of Zoom that you will need to know to meet with your classmates and facilitators. For more information, check out our Zoom guide at algonquincollege.libguides.com/Zoom.